This video will show you some of the ways in which you might tackle the missing lines orthographic problem. There's some good ways that you can learn from hand drafting to fill these out. We'll go ahead and choose our orthographic worksheets to bring them up. I have one here. And we can see, we'll read the directions for this. This is ORT, orthographic number 7. And it shows 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 items that are orthographics, but they're missing lines. I've imported this into Microsoft Paint, but you can do this with a pencil. The first thing I like to do, we'll just go ahead and tackle one of the first ones and zoom in a little bit. A little bit less than that. There we go. Okay, so we have the object top, front, and side view. And we see we're missing a chunk out of here, and we don't know if there's anything missing. We're going to assume that these two are complete. So we need to make this missing view. What I like to do is use a colored pencil and take blue for this one. What you're going to want to do is block off all the vertices till you start making an object with this. So I'm going to bring one here from this vertex. I point one of the corner points, and then here's another one. First, I'll consider trying to create a frame. So this came off the top. There's something happening here, but I'll do the boundary sections first. Boundaries complete. Bring one off of there. Draw a line. And you can see I'm kind of going past the object because this is in a sense a construction line. Okay, so you can start to see the shape has formed. Because it looks like it on the top goes all the way to the top frame on this, and this goes to the bottom, I can safely say that I can probably draw in the boundary. It's not going to be any bigger or any smaller than the other two drawings. So it's going to be covered here. And we'll go back to our painting of, get some more shapes. Let's see. Now, this solid line, we can be pretty guaranteed that it is continuous, but on the top view it does do a jog. So we need to figure out if the jog is going to cause any change in direction. So let's take our blue line and see what happens here if we take this line, bring this line down. Okay, and now I can start drawing this without thinking too much. Don't think too much about it. Just kind of cast the line and see what you can make, because these are giving you some guides as to what's happening. And then I can start to see something happening. So I'm going to choose it. Since this is the smallest, it goes here to here. Tough call. Well, since this is forward, I'm going to say that this is the shorter of the two. So I'm going to say it does this. Lay that in there, and then it does this jog up here. This little jog has to be represented. So I'll grab another color. My visible line will come up here. And then I'll grab one more. And now I can see that jog that's taking place here also takes place as it goes upwards. And since this line goes down, this line goes down, I'm going to bring a line down here. And I'm going to accept that. And then as I erase, I'm careful at it. can erase this. Not needed, not needed. The shape is revealed. And now I'll double check. This is to the top. This incline. This is an incline. If I wanted to put an arrow in there, I could do that. But since I have all three views to help me understand, I'll let it go at that. Let's try another one. Let's try. We'll keep. These should be ordered in the sense so that you can start to build your accuracy at it. So I'm just casting lines from the vertices. Try to understand where they are. How high is it? It's going to go off of this. Will be as far as I can go. So let's cast a line off of it. And then there's this one, but we'll hold off on this. We'll go ahead and create the boundary shape. Erase what I've done. And unfortunately, I can't just pick the line. I have to do this. Okay, and then next line that should be done, we'll start using our counting of the grid to help us out. So that's 2 over and 2 over, and it lines up with this. So I'm going to make the idea that it comes from here and it goes over 2. Stabilize. This is coming straight down. So let's see. From the top, looks like it's doing this straight down. So let's add another line here. And let's add this line. It's coming from the top vertice there. It's symmetrical, it's doing the same thing. So I'll go ahead and add this. Now we see here a hidden line. We see nothing here, so we don't know what's happening. Nothing's going this way, so the hidden line in this direction must be directly underneath this visible line, so it's not going to be seen. So my feeling is that if I take the hidden line and bring it up here, I only have to go this far, that this line is going to be solid. And that's what I think will happen. Now we erase. Okay, check our time. We're good. Okay, so extending these lines helps you, especially when you have a complicated piece like this. I wanted to let you know what happens on a curve. Although you see the curve here and you see the curve here, you won't see it in the other views because you're looking straight down on something. You're looking at this. It only appears curved in the front view, and in this one it only appears curved from the top view. And this is typical for some of these rounds. So let's go ahead and sketch a few things and see if we can fill out this form. So it looks like we're going to be fixing the top view. Let's fix the top view. Okay, and then we can count the grid. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to come down 4. And this time I'm pretty sure that I have 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to be the cube that's created. Square. Rectangle, rather. Okay, so let's get rid of this. I don't think I like that. It's interfering with my thinking. Okay, so we're going to take this and we're going to create the boundary that we said was 4. And there it is. It's that. We'll accept it. And now it's 4 here, 4 here. We know that it splits in the middle. But it splits in the middle at a very awkward point. So this is on the curve where it splits. I don't want that. So let's go back. Okay, no undo button, so let's just pick this blue. And let's continue. This is going to go up halfway. That's where that other part's going to meet. The curve intersects here with this straight line, so this is going to be one where we go up. We check that it's a little platform that stretches from here to here, so we have a little assurity that this is what we want. We want it to go there, and then this goes back. So this is partially correct already, so we'll let that be. I meant to have this in blue, but it became black. Clean the edges, good drafting. I'll do one more black on this end. Okay, so that ends this, that ends that, and let's erase our construction line that helped us to make that notch. This line, let's see if we're going to have to show this as a hidden line. I don't have a hidden line. I don't have a hidden line choice here, so I'm going to show you where the hidden line would be. We'll take this, make sure we're on orange. Hidden line is going to run all the way through. How do I know? How do I know? Because I can see the side view, and it runs all the way through, and in that side view I can't see either. So let's carry out the mission. Now we're imagining this as a hidden line. Due to limitations of this program, I can't do that. So get rid of extra eraser, and actually I can do this. I can say homemade hidden line right there. Very good. And that's one way you would tackle these hidden line problems. I'm just going to show you that this circle is going to end up very flat. And we find out by casting a line from the farthest point, also known as the tangent or the vertice, one there, one line coming down here. Can't be any higher than this, at least for that background. And this can't be, this is looks like a ledge. But we will see all of this part, so we're going to put in our outline of it. So now, instead of a circle, the cylinder, we're seeing it very flat. So we'll accept that. And ledge goes all the way back. I can see through there, so I think we're good there. We would just find any odd pieces. We can say this is going to be unusual. Oops, we don't want that. We want a pen. So what's going to happen here is this is going to be a black. I can already see it. So once I can kind of figure out what I'm looking at, let's see. So I see all the way back here, and I believe that this is the hidden line because there's more material at this point. And that's going to be true for the other side. I'm going to take it down from there, draw it. And it goes into relief. And there. I hope this has helped you to understand how you can finish out these missing line problems by casting lines. Don't think too hard about it. Just use your lines. See where the vertex is going to end up. Make yourself a framework. Not like that, but like this. Make a framework. Send those lines until you start to carve out a shape that you can start to identify. So the drawings given help you to determine the other shapes, and with that you start sending out lines so that you too can get a better understanding and start to carve out these shapes